forms. Today, the number of independents showing up, and also there is a team from the Uganda People's Congress that has picked nomination forms, as Richard Ulwen is standing by at the Independent Electoral Commission to give us an update. Richard, a very good afternoon to you. Paint for us a picture of what this day looks like and what the anticipation is for more from the Electoral Commission.
Well, thank you, Mildred. It's day 5 of picking of nomination forms for presidential elections 2026. And today, Electoral Commission, it's a beehive of activity. We've had dozens of independents and party candidates flocking in here right from 8 a.m. in the morning. The aspirants have been coming here. When I looked at the check-in book, it's close to 200 aspirants who have so far come in and picked application forms. Many of them are very serious. There was some bit of drama with some candidates coming in and telling us that they really have a lot for this country. We have a team from Uganda People's Congress. We have 2 teams from Uganda People's Congress who are already here. We have Dr. Ruth Acheng, who picked nomination forms for UPC President Jimmy Akena. And we also have Joseph Ocheno, who claims legitimacy. He claims to be a legitimate leader in UPC. He also came around and picked nomination forms. But I want to talk to Dr. Ruth Acheng briefly. What motivates you, aspirant, to pick nomination forms?
Well, good afternoon, Mildred and everyone on board. First, I need to correct you. My name is Eunice Otukwa-Pio. I'm the Member of Parliament for Yam County North on the UPC ticket, and I'm here to represent my party with a delegation, a combined delegation from 6th floor, the official Uganda People's Congress Party leadership. We are here to pick nomination forms for the presidency for our candidate, Jimmy James Michael Akena Bote, to run for office in the 2026 general elections.
Okay. Why does your candidate want to eject President Museveni? What's the alternative that your party has for this country?
First of all, it's important to note that UPC is a big brand. We are a big party, and we have an agenda that has always been clear to Ugandans. And the time is now. We always build our agenda around issues of the broader governance issues, but more specifically issues of they say ignorance, but now we are talking about education of human capital, development, poverty eradication. We have mass unemployment of youth at the moment, and not just youth. Many people are unemployed at the moment. But also you can see the state of the health services in the country. Those are the 3 key pillars that we always build our issues around. And our candidate Jimmy James Michael Akena Bote will, when the time comes, present or unveil, alongside this candidature, the broader program, the manifesto around these pillars for Ugandans to appreciate. But most importantly, if I might add, it's not just about Akena, the candidate or the aspirant. This is about Ugandans, about the hopes and aspirations, the broader hopes and aspirations of millions of Ugandans across the country. We know where the country is at the moment. I do not need to elaborate that.
That's a team from UPC, but also we have another team from UPC waiting by. The former aspirant, the former presidential candidate in 2021 also picked nomination forms. Back to you, Mildred, at the Political Command Center.
All right. Thank you very much for that. And we'll be waiting up until the clock ticks to the end of picking expression of interest. But I think the number is over 100. As of yesterday press time, it was at about 109 people who had picked nomination forms, expression of interest forms thereabout. Now, moving on to Parliament, officials from the National Identification and Registration Authority, NIRA, led by the Executive Director, Rosemary Kisembo, are appearing before the Committee on Commission, Statutory Authorities and State Enterprises, COSASE, to answer queries of the Auditor General's report of December 2023-24 in regard to the registration and issuance of national identification cards. Let's take a look.
This, Mr. Chairman, query, I have guided. I humbly request. No. That does she agree with you? I have overruled you. Let us wait for the framework contract. Let's move to the next query and stand over
procedure, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, procedure.
You see, you can't put the chair to procedure when he's guiding you.
But if you're proceeding,
you know the rules. Who decides by the procedure? It's the chair. Kindly switch off that microphone. Let's proceed to the next query. We stand over this until we have the document we want in place.
Chair, I just wanted to draw you to one of the annexures, the letter from the Attorney General.
No. Honorable Nkunyinji Mwada, I am overruling you. What you are alluding to is evidence on the matter we have stood over. We are not losing anything. Unless somebody wants to run away from this meeting.
Or we can give the team a provision to concede.
No.
Because they may not have the evidence.
Honorable Mwada, you cannot assume that someone does not have the evidence when she says, let me bring it.
But Chair, we are going to invite them every day because we need to examine
You will not make that decision. We will make the decision on whether we will invite them every day. Delayed renewal of Oracle license. Without Oracle,
it is Swala time, it is Juma today.
Honorable Nkunyinji Mwada, I am just about to say that your conduct is disruptive.
No, Chair.
You do not access that microphone without clearance. If you want to go for Juma, you quietly move out. Go pray and come back.
But Chair, even amongst witnesses, there might be Muslims.
Honorable Nkunyinji Mwada, switch off that microphone.
And we pray.
Switch off that microphone. A review of the procurement plan.
Quite a heated interface there coming in, especially from the chair, but that interface now goes to Afro Mobile on NBS Live. Let's move on to more news, where the Election Management Committee of the National Unity Platform has started vetting those seeking to stand as city and division mayors. All mayors in the parts of the country are expected to attend this particular process in person to complete a 40-mark score from the party's vetting committee. This particular Electoral Management Committee chairperson, Harriet Chemtai, has also asked all participants not to stand as in case they do not get the party endorsement. Let's get more details from Sebliba here. How does this look, especially with the promise or the word that after people do not get to have the party ticket, they shouldn't come as independents? Is that feeling looming that has caused this caution?
Well, at the National Unity Platform, the vetting started in the morning, where the EMC chairperson, Harriet Chemtai, urged all contestants not to ever think about standing as independents in the coming election in case they do not get the party ticket. With me is one of the contestants in March India, and I want to ask you the same question. What is your take about non-standing independent in case you don't get the ticket?
Thank you very much. I'm Lusagala Bosco, the former deputy mayor of Machindi, and at the same time an aspiring mayor come 2026. Okay. I want to thank our chairperson for that idea, that encouragement. Of course, among our core values, we have discipline. So I want to tell you we are very disciplined. We know what the party requires of us. Much as we know what the party requires of us, but I'm very confident that I will get the ticket. So I'm not afraid if I'll stand as independent, because I think I've done whatever the party requires me of.
Yeah, some of the reasons you gave as to why maybe people should not stand independent is because you lose something when you stand as independent against your fellow colleague of NUP. What do you lose in case it happens?
In the case you actually, it's very dangerous because it divides the votes. At the end of the day, we might lose a good leader. So I think it's actually dangerous not to agree. I think at that time, if that material time comes, we shall sit together as a family, and then we shall see what to do.
Okay. All right, to you, my dear viewer, watching NBS, one of the other things the chairperson mentioned was for the Electoral Commission that has made changes in the nomination days, and she claims that this has been a disturbance to your programs. How has it affected you as leaders and contesting?
By name of Luba Ranga Charles Omulangira. Indeed, the Electoral Commission is given the mandate to be the springboard in terms of the electoral process. But vis-a-vis any changes it does, it should be conversant, should have some voices from other stakeholders. We believe that the Electoral Commission has started just to play politics, yet the other players would be seeing it as a body that has no side. It is unfortunate that they made changes without consulting other players in terms of the governance. But I'm calling upon the chairperson not to play politics, because the mandate via the constitution entails him not to serve a given candidate, nor to serve a given party. So therefore I'm calling upon Mr. Byabakama, please stay noble, play a noble cause, such that we don't face the consequences. You well know that in 1986 a given candidate went to the bush and we had a various war because of not following all the electoral process. I therefore call upon everybody, whoever has a magnitude and whatever they are doing, let's stay focused, and we believe that it's not the end of the day at the end of the process. Right. Luba Ranga Charles, Mayor, Makinde Division.
Okay, yeah, that is it at the NUP, as we are still gathering a lot of information and more details to the story. I am Sulaiman Sabugwao. I'm with James Mutatina following up the story. Let me take you back to the Political Command Center.
All right, thank you very much, Sulaiman, for that update. We'll be getting more details of what transpires in the day. And I will be connecting to Entebbe on a rather sad note, where police in Entebbe are investigating a tragic fire outbreak that claimed the lives of 3 juvenile females in EMPYA, Katavi Town Council, Wakiso District, in the early hours of today morning, 15th of August. The deceased have been identified as Namiru Ella, a 12-year-old, Amani Namlema, 5 years old, and Namuju Tamale, a 3-year-old. The preliminary findings indicate that the mother of the victims, Nalwa Majuli, had left them unattended while the father, Kavmalinon, was away in Jinja for work. This fire, which broke out at around 1 a.m., was reported to the police by the local council 1 chairperson, and the fire and rescue services responded promptly and extinguished the blaze. The 2 bodies were recovered outside the burnt house, while the third was found inside, burned beyond recognition. The bodies have been transferred to the city mortuary for post-mortem examination, as investigations into the case of fire still continue. Let's get to Mushabe to give us a detailed report on what so far police has unearthed. Very good afternoon to you, Lawrence. Very tragic indeed. But what is police saying so far?
Thank you very much. Good afternoon to you and our audience. It is indeed a very sad afternoon here in EMPYA, Katavi Town Council, of course, Wakiso District, as police launches an investigation into this tragic incident that happened in the wee hours of the night, as the fire that left the 3 lives of the female juveniles killed. And of course, where we are right now, police is still condoning off the area, including the forensic department, to have all the other evidences in that house where the fire broke out and killed left the lives of these children killed. According to the information that we got, is that the mother of the children left them unattended to last evening, and also we got to know the information that also the father of the children was away to the eastern part of Uganda, that is Jinja, to work. And of course, it has not been a very good mood as we see the locals here. Just want to extend near and have a few words with them to see how this afternoon is faring. Ngachitalo nyosevo. Oli live ku NBS tuwulireko ku eno embeera bweri wano.
Mbeera eno kino kivudde ku bulagajjavu bw'abazadde. Omuzadde toyinza kubanga ogenda mu kutambulako okukyakala ekiro n'osibira abaana mu nnyumba. Olujja olwo nga bw'olulaba luliko ekkufulu ey'omunda n'ey'ebweru. Waakiri ekkufulu sibe ey'ebweru, munda oleke nga otaddemu jasiti munyolo okire ekinyolo mu kisenge. Bw'abaawo incidence yonna nga waliwo kati nga waliwo obuzibu obugudde mu nnyumba, abaana badde basobola okwetaasa ogulawo ne badduka. Kubanga kigambibwa nti omuwala omukulu yagudde awo ku mulyango ng'alaajana naye nga wasibe tewali ataasa. Kyavudde ku bulagajjavu bwa maama. Yasibidde abaana be mu nnyumba n'agenda gye yagenze mu kucakala kwe n'alwayo. Abaana ne bafiira mu nnyumba n'omuliro ne gubookera mu nnyumba. Naye kitalo nnyo, kitalo.
Embeera eno mugiraba mutya mmwe nga abazadde naddala nnyo? Bubaka ki bumwandi wadde abantu?
Amannya bampita Moses Yiga. Bwaka bwe nandibadde mpa abantu. Banange emikyakalo gikome kubanga ogenda owulira muno mbu omusajja abadde yagenze ku mirimu n'alikamu omukyala mu nnyumba ate ye n'agenda okukola ki? Okukyakala. Naye kibi nnyo, kibi ddala.
Okay. These are some of the locals who are still here, to see the moment. But of course, we've been told by police that the bodies of the juveniles are going to be returned, of course, from where they had been taken for postmortem in Mulago, and they will be buried just adjacent to this area in the parents' home right here. I will keep updating the audience in our subsequent bulletins. That's NBS Amasenge and also NBS Live at 9. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Lawrence. Not very good news coming through. We'll definitely wait for the updates. May the souls of the juveniles rest in peace. Moving on, residents and local leaders of Mukono municipality have applauded the government of Uganda for the ongoing construction of roads in the area. This was during a site inspection of the different roads that are under construction as multiple projects fall under the Greater Kampala Metropolitan Area Urban Development Program that is coordinated by the Ministry of Kampala, Capital City and Metropolitan Affairs.
Mukono municipality is part of the 2.1 trillion shillings Greater Kampala Metropolitan Area Urban Development Program, financed by the International Development Association of the World Bank Group. The program aims to upgrade roads, drainage systems, markets and more across 9 districts and municipalities in the 4 Greater Kampala districts of Mukono, PG, Kampala and Wakiso. Mukono received over 92 billion shillings to construct, among others, Albert Cook and Admin Link Roads, Access Road, Kame Anthony Road, Kame Nabutika Tosi Road, Link Road and Kame Annex Road. While inspecting the ongoing works, the mayor of Mukono municipality, Elias Mukasa, noted that the municipality is committed to ensuring effective service delivery to the people of Mukono.
And the people are happy that if those roads are made, the jam which has been so much in Mukono Municipal Council, from Mukono, Chigunga, Seta, Namamvi, will be very fast.
China Communications Construction Company, the contracted company executing the projects, explained the works are progressing well and are on schedule for completion within the planned time frame.
We have around 7 roads that we are working on in Mukono Municipality that total up to around 8.68 kilometers. We have Albert Cook, Cathedral Rise, Kame Annex. We have Anthony Kame, Kame Nabutika Tosi Road, Link Road, and access road. On Albert Cook, so far we've done almost 95% with laying asphalt done completely and all the drainage. Anthony Kame, drainage works are ongoing. Box culvert has been casted and still works are ongoing along Anthony Kame. Along Kamenawut Katosi Road, drainage works are done and subgrade.
Residents applaud the government for the ongoing developments and the road contractor for providing good jobs to the locals.
It has beautified our environment. It has even helped some of our sons and daughters, our brothers and sisters get employment.
We'll now take a very short commercial break and return with more news. Please stay with us.